Please join me in a warm welcome for Team Hoyt, the superhuman father-son team. Dick Hoyt.
God bless you. Love you. You all right? The clicker for the slides. Pardon? The clicker for the slides. I'll get it. That was awesome. Thank you very much. I can feel electricity in the air now. You really got me pumped. Well, I'm very happy to be here tonight. I'm sorry the better half of Team Hoyt is not here. He's home working. Somebody has to work for a living. But what I want to do tonight, I want to talk to you first a little bit about Rick, so you'll know why he's in a wheelchair and he can't talk, use his arms and his legs. And then I'm going to show you some slides, and you'll be able to see the different type of equipment that Rick and I use in order to compete in triathlons and road races. And then after that, we're going to show you a video of us competing in the World Championship Ironman Triathlon in Kona, Hawaii. As I go through this presentation, I'd like you all to think of three small, three-lettered words. Yes, you can. Because for 43 years, everybody's been saying to Team Hoyt, no, you can't. Now, I'd like to take it back to January 10th, 1962, and that was Rick's birth. Rick was a very active baby, and when he was being born, he turned himself over, and the umbilical cord got twisted around his neck. Well, that caused a lack of oxygen to Rick's brain, which caused brain damage, which was cerebral palsy. At the time, we knew there was something wrong with Rick, but we did not know exactly what. So the doctor made an appointment for us to take Rick to a specialist when he was 9 months old. We took Rick to the specialist, and they did all kinds of tests. The tests come back, and they were very negative. They said, forget Rick, put him away, put him in an institution. He's going to be nothing but a vegetable for the rest of his life. At the time, my wife Julie and I, we never heard the word cerebral palsy, and we'd never seen anybody in a wheelchair before. But on the way home from that doctor's appointment, we cried, but we talked, and we said, no, we're not going to put Rick away. We're going to bring him home and bring him up like any other child. And this is what we have done. Rick has been mainstreamed and included all of his life. Today, Rick is 43 years old. He's graduated from public high school. He's graduated from Boston University. He lives all by himself in his own apartment in Brighton, Massachusetts. And Rick and I have competed in over 920 athletic events in the past 25 years. When Rick was attending a South Middle School out in Westfield, Massachusetts, his gym teacher really took a liking to Rick, and he got Rick involved in all the gym activities and had all the other students help out. Well, he was also the basketball coach at Westfield State College, and he used to take Rick to the basketball games. Well, at one of the basketball games, they made an announcement that one of the lacrosse players from the college was in an automobile accident, and he was paralyzed from the waist down. When Rick came home from that basketball game, he told me all about it. And he said, Dad, I have to do something. I have to let him know that life goes on even though he's paralyzed. I want to run in that race. Well, at the time, I was 40 years old. I was not a runner. I used to run maybe 3 times a week, a mile each time, just to try to keep my weight down. But I agreed to go down and push Rick in this race. It was a 5-mile race. It was a 5-mile race, and they gave us the number 00. Well, the gun went off, and Rick and I took off with all the other runners, and everybody thought that Rick and I would just go to the corner and turn around and come back. Well, we didn't. We finished the whole 5 miles coming in next to last, but not last. That's one thing out of all the events we've been in, we've never been last. When we got home from that race that night, Rick told me on his computer, he said, Dad, when I'm running, it feels like my disability disappears. That was a very powerful message to me. There was only one problem. I was disabled after that. I didn't know you had so many muscles in your body that could ache. I couldn't walk for about 2 weeks. So I told Rick, I says, Rick, if we're going to continue running, we're going to have to get a chair built so I wouldn't be hurting as badly. So we went up to Crotched Mountain in Greenfield, New Hampshire, and we met an engineer up there. And he got some old pipes and some old tubings, and he just welded them together, and then we got an insert for Rick's chair. At the time, there were no baby joggers, and the regular wheelchair athletes were using the four-wheel chairs. This chair had 2 wheels in the back and 1 in the front. Just think if we had patented that chair. Because we had a bicycle company that was sponsors at the time, and I said, you have to build these chairs. Other people are going to want them. Well, they looked at me